Welcome to Cric Smash.
Cricket World Cup, as we all know, is set to begin on May this year. The venue of this year's World Cup would be England, which is also known to be the home soil of cricket. The tournament kickstart on the 30th of May with the hosts England taking on South Africa in the opening encounter. The tournament consists of 48 matches and will go on from 30th May to the 14th of July 2019. As the top 10 countries in the ICC ODI rankings will be looking to present their best combination for the biggest cricketing event of the world, let us take a look at how each team looks and the possible squads. Australia. A few months before they looked a very volatile team with senior players like Stephen Smith and David Warner serving their one-year ban on the sidelines. But with the recently concluded ODI series against India in India followed by the ODI series in Pakistan and UAE, Australia finally seems to have found the right combination with consistent performances from Usman Khawaja and David Warner at the top of the order, followed by some consistent batting from Peter Handscomb, Glenn Maxwell and Marcus Stoinis. Also to the young all-rounder from New South Wales who recently made his debut, Ashton Turner, fixes into the squad down the order as the much-needed finisher. Australia saw him scoring 70 runs in not more than 40 balls in the final ODI against India to take the team home and win the series. As the batting seems to have found some consistency, there's still some spots in the bowling department that aren't quite fixed. Especially the left-arm pacer Mitchell Starc on the sidelines and Pat Cummins not being as effective with the white ball. There's a greater probability that they'll go with Jason Beendorf and Josh Hazlewood as their main pacers and probably give Pat Cummins a spot too. Starc's selection though remains unclear as he hasn't played any of the last 10 ODI matches Australia took part in. Still, Australia might consider his experience and the ability to trouble batsmen around the world with his pace and fury. From the spin department, Adam Samper would probably be the leg spinner and Nathan Lyon would probably find a spot too due to his controlled bowling performance in the recently concluded Pakistan series. It is still unclear whether David Warner and Stephen Smith would find themselves a spot in the 15-man squad because of the consistency and maturity shown by the Aussie players in the recent past. With the new skipper Aaron Finch finding his form back, it is more likely that Stephen Smith and David Warner wouldn't find themselves a place in the World Cup squad. India looks all ready to fire as they along with England are the favourites to be in the finals of the tournament. They would open with Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. At number 3 would be their captain Virat Kohli. The number 4 spot is still not clear as Ambati Rayudu, Kedar Jadhav and Rishabh Pant remain favourites to fill in the spot. Vijay Shankar or Rishabh Pant would bat next, followed by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, followed by Hardik Pandya as the finisher. Bowling department is quite unclear with recent inclusions of Mohammad Shami and Ramesh Yadav to white ball cricket. The probable main pacers are Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Jasprit Bumrah. Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal seems to be the two main spinners, but there's also a probability of Ravindra Jadeja replacing one of the two spinners to beef up the batting lineup. However, India looks a pretty strong lineup with plenty of replacements. Their bench strength is a fine evidence for the amount of reliable and consistent players they've got. They enter the tournament as favourites to make it to the finals. South Africa. The top order of South Africa still seems unclear, with the veteran Hashim Amla's recent performances not being up to the mark. South Africa would most probably go with Quinton de Kock and Hashim Amla as the openers given the experience they have and the partnerships they've built together. Number 3's spot seems unclear as South Africa backed Reza Hendricks too much in their last series against Sri Lanka. Either Reza Hendricks or Aiden Markram would fit into that spot. The captain Faf du Plessis would bat at number 4, followed by the newfound talent Rassie van der Dussen, who's well experienced in the domestic circuit. David Miller would bat next and fit into the finisher role, whereas all-rounders Andile Felakweo and Wayne Pretorius would follow him. There's a probability that Van der Dussen would have to warm the bench, making way for the veteran Jean-Paul Dumny to bat in at number 5. South Africa are most likely to go with the experienced Dale Steyn and the ICC number 1 ranked to bowler Kagiso Rabada as their two main quicks. Imran Tahir would be their main spinner, and in case if they decide to play two spinners due to the pitch variations, Tabraiz Shamsi would be their go-to option. Lungjin Jiti and Anrich Notch would most probably be selected as well, and their role in the playing 11 is a bit unclear. They could decide to use 3 quicks with only Felakwayo serving as the all-rounder, which means that Pretorius would have to be on the sidelines. However, they look quite solid and organised to give a good competition in Cricket World Cup 2019. Sri Lanka. They are probably one of the most unclear and unsettled teams going into the world's biggest cricketing event. Their top order is still unclear, with their regular opener Niroshan Dickwala failing to make an impact in the last few international and domestic matches. Their test match captain Dimuth Karunaratne seems a likely replacement at the top of the order, along with Kuzal Pereira or Lahirathrum. In at number 3 would be Dhananjay Ayada Silva, backed by his consistent performances in the recently concluded Super Provincial Tournament. At number 4 could be Kuzal Mendes or Kamandu Mendes. There is a greater probability of Sri Lanka going with Kuzal Mendes backing his experience. Angelo Matthews would probably bat at number 5, given his consistent performance being the leading run scorer in the above-mentioned Super Provincial One-Day Series. A likely replacement street number 6 would be an all-rounder like Wanadu Hasarenga or Jeevan Mendos, both who are all-rounder who can bowl some handily leg spin. With both of them performing very well in the domestic tournament, it's likely that one of them would find a spot in the World Cup playing 11. And at number 7 would be Thisara Pereira. He would be expected to perform consistently and responsibly as he did in New Zealand earlier this year. He could also be sent ahead at number 6, basking his experience. Ijuru Udena is expected to bat next, as he held up some blistering performances in the recently concluded South Africa tour, ending up as the highest run scorer in couple of games despite not being called an all-rounder. My personal opinion is that he should bat up the order and open the batting with Dimuth Karunaratne so that he could give Sri Lanka the jump start they need, like how Sunil Narine does for all the franchises he played T20 cricket. From the pace department, Lasith Malinga would lead the attack alongside Ijuru Udena. Akul Dhananjay and Jeffrey van der Zee would fit in as the main spinners, bowling right arm off spin and right arm leg spin respectively. Thisara Pereira would be expected to fit in as a medium pacer, and the one who gets selected among Jeevan Mendes and Wanadu Hasarenga would play a vital role as a spin option as well. Dhananjay Ayada Silva, who bats at number 3, would also be crucial with his recent rise as a bowler. Despite the uncertainties, Sri Lanka are known to be a team that performs well in ICC tournaments. Subscribe and click the bell icon to be informed when the next video comes out explaining the possible combinations of the remaining teams. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching and visiting Cric Smash.